Side made this.
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data right now. I would not trust them. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest working in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes. And I only bring vibes. It's a great day. It's a great Monday. Snowed for a little bit. And it stopped. Still very cold outside. I feel like my lights in here have gotten darker. So if this seems darker than usual, let me know. I think my lights are dying. That's not any good. It's been a great week. I can't complain. Got a lot done. Well, mostly schoolwork, but still got a lot done. It's a new year, and it's another year for another brand new episode. This is the first episode of 2026. Like, we squeezed in with the last one, or was the last one 2026? Or was it 25? No, we squeezed in. We flew right in. We were a couple of days shy. Last week came out kind of late because the software that I use to like edit and do all the fun stuff, it didn't want to work. So I thought maybe if I waited a day, it would work because it said they were overloaded and the servers needed time or whatever. I don't know. It probably still doesn't work. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, I'll just do what I did last week and make it work. But in doing so, I couldn't put out the audio on SoundCloud. Not SoundCloud. Apple Music and stuff like that. And then I also couldn't make shorts. So I really need this to work. But enough about the boring stuff. What about the fun stuff? What's going on with you guys? Like, I always talk about me and what I'm doing. You guys gotta tell me what you be doing. Give me something to go off of. Send me a message. I know I used to have that old number up there, but I think that still works, actually. I believe that number still works. The hotline to the podcast. Excuse me. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Your favorite president. This man's one of a kind. That's all I can say. Kidnapping the president of Venezuela, or the dictator of Venezuela. Interesting, bold choice, bold move. I guess sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Granted, he's a bad guy. The country was living in hell for the last 30 years, but I kind of wanted to know what brought this along. Was it the fact that they were really trying to steal the oil, or was it that they were like, he's a bad guy, let's get him out of here? Because if that's the case, there's a whole lot of other bad guys we could probably get out of here. But anyways, we get this guy, we nab him. And then we just immediately take control over the country, and it's like Venezuela will now be U.S. run until further notice. What exactly is further notice? Put me on. I know that according to Trump and the paperwork, it's, they were trying to stop the drugs and all this other shit. Was it about the drugs or was it more about the oil? Excuse me. Because we all know we want that oil. We're taking it right out the ground. Hell, the guy even said it. We're taking their fucking oil. And then he said it's going to go to some of the Venezuelan people and it's going to go to the American people. Sure. But anyways, was it really about the drugs? Or was that just what they did to make this work? Because, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that how the Bay of Pigs happened? Isn't that the same thing that, what the fuck, Nixon did? Isn't that the exact same thing Bush did? I don't think Bush was drugs. I think Bush's was more weapons of mass destruction to steal oil. And the war on drugs that we helped facilitate get into America and then attack the ghost that we created. Yes. Matter of fact, this whole strategic thing is an exact copy of Panama in 1989. Like, exact carbon copy. Kidnapping their official, taking over their shit, and taking all of it. Oh, damn. It's crazy the things we do for oil. Like, I get it. It's a necessity, but, like, the lengths we go to, like, get this resource is actually insane. Like, I wonder what happens if there is no more oil. There's no more people to rob. Like, what happens next? Obviously, that's not going to be a question for maybe my generation, but, or at least in my life cycle. But it is an interesting question. Maybe the scientists already figured it out. What happens next? Do you rob someone, or do you just accept the fact that you got to find another source? There's a lot of crazy things that go behind this, hostile takeover that just happened. It seems like one of those things where Trump and Putin kind of had an agreement where we can have Venezuela if they can have Ukraine. Everyone's pulling their troops from the places that they were in after this happens. It's one of those things where someone makes a bet that the president of Venezuela is going to be out the paint in 2026, makes billions. How do you make a bet on that? Like, actually, you can bet on anything now. So you can bet on a lot of things, and if it comes to wishing, you get paid. But how do you bet on that? I feel like there's a little insider information here. Maybe the war plans got leaked on Slack again. For a man who just won the FIFA Nobel Peace Prize a month ago, or two, no, it was like a month ago, wasn't even that long ago. I'm questioning the credibility of this award. Where did it come from? Like, this man got an award for Nobel Peace Prize. And in 1 year, we have bombed 7 countries. I'm failing to see the piece. I need someone to explain that to me. That I told you this was one of those here, shut up. Damn. Stop crying. That's what it was. It was one of those, everyone gets a gold star. Here's yours. It was something to make the man shut up. And they did it. And then he goes and does everything against a passive. I don't hate the guy, but he's very entertaining in the shit that he does. Very entertaining. It's almost like, how does this, like I always say, how does his PR team work? Do they just let him run amok, or does he just not have one? No apologies will be issued. I'm gonna say and do whatever I want, because I'm pretty sure like other presidents, they have a PR team, and if they say or do something, they come through, clean it up, make a statement, we'll fix it, right? Like, let's say Obama said or did something crazy. In like 2 or 3 days, he'd have like this crazy speech on, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, we're gonna fix it. I don't think in Trump's campaign there is people that like write apologies. It's all, fuck it, we'll fly with it as it goes. We'll make a campaign around something he's did, or you know what, we'll make merch. Like they'll start making shirts of maybe Trump arresting the Venezuelan guy. That's his PR team. They find a way to sell his bullshit and make people, enjoy it. They're like, yeah, we're on with that. Oh my God. I always say Trav for president 2045, but I really feel like I got a shot here. Like, obviously, I have to tell some type of major lie to get in. So I got to figure out where am I going with my, like, you know what, when I get in the office, I'm going to do this. No, and I'm not going to do this. So I got to find that. Got to find my lie. And then I need half and half. I need, like, Trump's PR team, and then I need, like, Kevin Hart's level PR team I need you two to work with each other and figure out a way to be chaotic neutral, It's more like, he said some wild shit, you know what? Is it apology worthy? And then they sit there and think about it for like 12 hours. No? Cool. Run with it and make the merch. That's how I want to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. But first, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll, like, we'll solve world hunger or some shit. Just something outrageous that I know I can get away with. Maybe end all wars. You know what? As long as I'm in office, no wars. No wars and more guns or something. I got to figure out a way to cast the net. Get as many people in as possible. That'll be my generation and the people after us. So, yeah, it'd be a way to get them, like, hooked. Find a way to get them hooked. I promise to lower welfare and taxes. I'll do the opposite. I'll tell them, you know what, for the first 4 years, we got to raise it so we can use that money to lower it the next 4 years. There we go. Some real rigmarole. Some, like, just word salad it. Just talk so much that they don't listen no more. That's how I'm going to do my presidency. Yes. And maybe the first thing we do is we steal some national treasures. We say sorry. It's okay, guy. And we get away with it. That's how I'm going to do it. It's like, you gotta sweep your scandals in. You can't just full force it. No. We gotta do little stuff. Like, We'll take the Mona Lisa. It's ours. If we got a storm, I think it's in France, to get it. Yeah. And then maybe we'll take some of those Roman statues and stuff. Or, just fancy artwork. We'll put them in the treasury. Get the dollar back up. That will be my 2045 presidential campaign. I feel like I need a scandal though. I need some dirt for my opponents to use though, just so they can. It doesn't seem like I'm the perfect candidate. Just enough so they can sling it and run with it, but not enough to get me canceled. Maybe we'll start the art thief thing at a local scale. Sit on the board of education or something and steal the students' paintings and sell them online. Oh my God. You don't need me to be a goddamn president. Not at all. Still gonna do it though. Kind of like Joe Exotic. That guy had no business up there. None at all. Zero reason to do this. And especially with all the bullshit he was doing, you want the entire world staring at you while you're doing this bullshit? But that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to Joe Exotic the fuck out of it. Joe Exotic presidency. Yes. Or no, Joe Exotic presidency strategy. That's what it is. The Joe Exotic president strategy. That's a crazy name for this title. Sometimes you cook as it works, You just get in the mode, start cooking, going. Yes, sir. Joe Exotic president strategy. Listen, y'all, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but we're going to get through it because how else would you guys consume your weekly dose of awesome if I don't provide it for you? Who's going to do this for you? So I have to get up here and make it work for you guys. Through rain, sleet, hail, or snow. We took some days off last year. We can't take no more. We got to grind. Yeah, even overseas. Maybe we'll do an outside pod, like a late night. It'll be dark. It'd probably be horrible. I probably should not do that at all. But the thing I shouldn't do is probably the best idea. Sitting outside the local park, doing a podcast, putting it out so you guys can see what I see. Maybe it'll be a vlog instead of a podcast. It's more of a... Yeah, maybe we'll do a vlog for that week. It's not a podcast, it's the vlog. It's the, hey, come with me to go get this thing kind of deal. It will not be out on my... It'll probably be when I get back, though, because obviously the week that I'm leaving, it'll be normal here. And then the week that I'm gone, it just won't happen. It won't happen. You guys, I'm looking to get another job. I need another part-time job. I don't like the one I currently do. I've been looking for like something where it's just, here's a list of tasks, and then you have X amount of hours to execute them. Kind of like I wouldn't personally mind being like a late night janitor or something, but I also feel like that would also suck too. Like not suck, but like there's a level at which it's like, I'm not going under for pay. And I feel like that's where they try to lowball you. It's like, 8 hours, $16. No. Or maybe even like I thought about going back to security, even though I hated the hell out of it. Maybe now that I got a different brain, I got an adult brain and not a child brain when I was doing it. Maybe it's more of I can go back to sit here and watch these cameras. I'll watch cameras for $16. But then again, like I said, I probably still would leave because I don't know, y'all. It just seems like it's not worth it to me. But yeah, I'm looking for something new. I'm looking for us to do something different. Not gonna jump the main job, but the part-time job, I definitely wanted to jump the ship on that and do something just a little less. EMS was great. I got a lot of stories. I tell people things, they don't believe me, or they never think that would happen in this city. And I have seen and heard some of the most wildest shit. And it was a good run. Don't get me wrong. I had a great time. I met some great people. I've gotten so much knowledge, which was better than gold, and I've got to meet one-of-a-kind people who I wish some of you guys could have in your life. But it's time to hang the coat up. I commend the people that have been doing this for like 40, 60 years, don't get me wrong, but I don't have that much gas left in the tank for it. And don't get me wrong, the only part about the job that sucks the most is the people you work with, not what you do. Like, yes, you're going to deal with people that are going to be vile creatures, just vile humans. They're going to call you the wildest shit in the book. You're going to get spit on. Someone's going to try to fight you. Someone's going to want to stab you. You do it for it. You don't take it to the heart. You don't got to see him in 15 minutes anyways. But it's the people you are stuck with that make it a living hell. And that's the part where it's like, you know what? Maybe it's time to call it quits. Because then when you do like somebody, you got chemistry. They leave. They get family. They're burnt out. It only is harmony for 6 months. And then after that, then comes the job. They want to shake shit up. They're like, well, you guys are great, but, let somebody else have a turn. And no, you can't. You can't fuck up good chemistry. Let the bad people stay bad. Fire them. But yeah, it's usually the people you work with that make the job unbearable. And now being part-time, I get to choose to be like, hey, I'm only working said people on said day. But even now, it's still kind of like, no, you can't do that. You're going to work with this person. Actually, I'm not. Part-time for a reason. But, yeah, I left because I didn't. I left full-time because it was hard to work with the people that just make it so unbearable that you don't want to be there anymore. And then changing that, being part-time, hardly ever there, and it's still the same issue, and it's like, no. So now I just need to find something where it's like, I kind of get paid to be by myself. I don't want to work in a team anymore. Like, even now, I kind of work by myself. Yes, there are people, but I don't interact with them as much. I can choose to stay in my bubble, and we'll never even see each other. And I leave my bubble, and then I go back. And then I leave my bubble, and then I go back. It's perfect. I never understood why people say, oh, I hate a boring job where you just sit there all day. That's amazing. What do I want to be moving around all day for? What do I want to talk to 1,001 people for? Boring is a luxury. And I think a lot of people fail to realize that or miss that. Being bored is a luxury. Because when you start piling stuff on your plate, you're going to wish you were bored. Trust me. There's a lot of people that wish they could probably just sit and stare at the wall for 5 minutes, but they don't have that. So yes, I enjoy the luxury of sitting there and staring at the clock and watching the seconds tick. And yeah, it feels like an eternity. But that's better than the alternative. But yeah, now I need the part-time job to match the full-time job. Double boring. Because it's a luxury. It's a great luxury. I know that I said that I was gonna watch clips and stuff with you guys, but my algorithm is all like stuff that I like, and that's not a bad thing. But I don't want to bore you guys with my boring stuff, so I'm changing it so I could find something super interesting to add on here. I ended up watching this video with these guys just putting shit in microwaves to see what would happen. Honestly, best 25 minutes spent. Like, out of the whole day today, the guys just putting shit in microwaves, solid best 25 minutes. So they put some guns in the microwave, and they put, like, different types of guns. They put a revolver, they put a Glock, they put, whatever. I'm not a super gun fanatic. But they put a bunch of guns in microwaves, and then they fully loaded them and see how long it took to make all the rounds go off. Sounds stupid, but very interesting. And then they were like, not even hiding behind anything. They would start the microwave and then run back a little bit and then just stand damn near in front of the microwave, maybe about 30 feet away, while they test guns go off in their microwave. And then they put like forks and all kinds of other shit in there. It's like, you ever been interested as what is the test the limits of a microwave? I have always had that. Like, what can I put in here? What happens if it goes boom? Will it work again? Like, what is the max potential of this microwave? It's basically a little mini nuke, but what's the mass potential of this? And then, watching these white boys just pile shit in there that I genuinely wanted to know. Best 25 minutes. And I can't add that, because that's not a clip. That's a video. That's a podcast. So yeah, I did. I went to look for videos for you guys, and I ended up getting stuck watching people blow up microwaves. And then they ranked the microwaves by store. So they were like, the Goodwill microwaves suck, but the Walmart microwaves really get the job done. Like, okay. Something is very interesting watching people destroy things that they weren't meant to do. Like, the dudes who put the drills together, and then they zip tie the triggers down, and then they make them share a bolt, and they start fighting, and you watch the drills just go until one of them breaks. Pure entertainment. And no, the drills weren't meant to do that. But someone decided to find entertainment in it, film it, and then they ranked, DeWalt's the best drill, but it's not good against Milwaukee drills. But Milwaukee drills suck against Ryobi drills. But Ryobi drills can't beat DeWalt. It's fascinating. Just people who, I guess, were drunk or high, decided, what if I do and record? And then it ends up being gold. Like the UFG, the Ultimate Glass Fighting, where they just smash glass bottles to see who's the strongest glass bottle. It's amazing. Who thinks of this shit? But, like, obviously we all thought about it. Like, what's the hardest bottle? And then these dudes were like, let's just see. It's like Bill Nye for adults now, or Mythbusters. But there's no level of professionalism. It's just dudes out here doing stuff, hoping they don't get hurt. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yo, We already at the end of the road. It's been 30 whole goddamn minutes. Time flies fast when you're having fun, you know? When you get down, you get to the nitty-gritty, time just... Sometimes I feel like, with me, shit's a wormhole. Like, 20 minutes feels like 30 seconds sometimes. It's like, what did I do? Where'd that time go? Why is there a gap in information? You know? I also did learn something real cool, like why you forget things when you change, like when you walk out to do something and you forget what you did. That's really like your body doing a system wipe to keep the data fresh. And so usually when you change environments, that means time to change the information. And sometimes your brain wipes too much, and it wipes everything. Usually going back in the old room will bring it back, but sometimes it's gone. It's gone for good. There's a lot of times I've been cooking with grease, getting ready to go do or think of an idea, and it's gone. Like that South Park quote, where the kids put the money in the bank and it was gone in like 10 seconds. And it's gone. But all right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. Tune in next week. We're going to have great content, amazing content. And we're going to do it all over again. Peace.